As we listen to news about potential harmful effects on human health from chemicals, we often hear the term EDC, or endocrine disrupting chemical. And I want to take a few minutes to tell you what endocrine disruption means, and more importantly, how you can make a difference with every safe haven that you're creating. Endocrine disruptors are chemicals that interfere with normal hormone action within animals and people. And our hormone system is vital to development and a healthy life. And it's not just our reproduction system. Hormones and their pathways are critical to the normal functioning of every tissue and organ in your body, and also for processes like metabolism, growth and development, sleep, and even your mood. Chemicals that disrupt this process, or EDCs, are in a variety of chemical classes, including pesticides, compounds used in the plastics industry, and in consumer products like electronics, other industrial byproducts, and pollutants. They can also be found as additives or contaminants in our food. A 2012 study from the World Health Organization states that there is emerging evidence for adverse reproductive outcomes from exposure to EDCs, including infertility, cancers, and malformations. There is also mounting evidence for effects of these chemicals on our thyroid function, brain function, insulin and glucose homeostasis, metabolism, and obesity. Yes, EDCs can make you fat. So exposure to EDCs during development in utero, infancy, early childhood, all the way through puberty is especially risky and can have permanent effects if the exposure takes place when a specific tissue is developing. Hundreds of chemicals are known to have endocrine disrupting effects, and thousands of other chemicals that are potential EDCs have not been looked for or even tested. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We know almost nothing about chemical cocktails, these combinations of chemicals that can have a multiplied effect. So what can we do about it? The one area that we can control is our homes, and there are many changes we can make to minimize our exposure to these chemicals. So let's take a look at some chemicals that are known endocrine disruptors and how to avoid them. Most household electronics contain polybrominated diphenyl ethers, PBDE, otherwise known as flame retardants. When the electronics in your home heat up, toxins, including those PBDEs, are released and they settle into the dust in your home. The chemicals are then breathed in or picked up from the floor. So reducing dust without adding more chemicals to the mix is easy and quick with Norwex tools like our EnviroWand and Dust Mitt and water. Another endocrine disruptor to avoid, bisphenol A, or BPA, and that's a synthetic estrogen that breaks down very easily. So if a plastic product or canned good isn't labeled BPA-free, you can assume it contains BPA. The Norwex water filtration system and our silicone lids are BPA-free and a great way to avoid off-gassing from plastic containers and wraps. Phthalates are a group of industrial chemicals that are used to make plastics like PVC more flexible. They are EDCs. They're linked to abnormalities in the reproductive systems of animals. Phthalates are almost everywhere in modern society. They are in our toys, food packaging, raincoats, shower curtains, vinyl flooring, our wall coverings, air fresheners, and even our personal care products. Parabens are another group of chemicals that can be readily found in personal care products, and they act as preservatives, but they're also EDCs. Norwex has formulated high-quality personal care products like our body care, our peppermint foaming hand wash, Naturally Timeless collection, all without phthalates or parabens. So with Norwex, we're making a difference, showing people everywhere how to reduce their exposure to endocrine disrupting chemicals in their homes.